Hey fellow gardeners, it's Joe from Joe's Tropicals. It's Saturday the 18th of May, and I'm just going to give you a brief update on what's growing on in my garden. So, there we go. This is my white Adriatic fig in a clay pot, and as you can see it's growing really well. Beautiful leaves, no fruit on it as yet, but as you can see, really gorgeous tree. And beneath that we have here Black Beauty, or BB10. So I received this cutting from the States and it's doing really well. And beside it, in this large pot, is the Cadota fig. Really lovely leaves, very green and healthy. So that's doing really well. And then down here we have the Smith fig. So that cutting's doing well, growing really healthy. And oh, there's my cat. What are you? Yeah, shut up. All right, and then love the cat, by the way. Then we have here my Spanish black fig, and I've repotted that into a large pot, and that's doing great. I'm really looking forward to getting some figs from these, some fruit. But as yet, it's not fruiting. And next to that, we have my San Pedro fig, which is doing great. And over to my other fig trees. This is my Domenico Toro fig. Lovely tree, doing really well. And then we have my Basilica White. This was a cutting from Crete, Greece. And yes, gorgeous. I really hope I get some fruit in the future from this tree. And then we have here, I forgot the name of this. It's Signora, Della Signora, and this is doing really well. I love the shape of the leaves. And here we go to the, my large fig tree. As you can see, it's decided to lean in a certain way, but yeah, so gorgeous. And we've got a few figs on here, not as much as I had last year. I gave it a heavy prune, so yeah, not as much figs as last year, but we got a few, as you can see up there. And I've grafted a couple of other varieties onto this tree. This one is the Spanish black, and there's some new growth there, so that's definitely taken. And then if we go round to the other side, we have the white Adriatic. You can see the grafting union there. It's taken really well. And these are the leaves of the white Adriatic. Oh, there's a blackbird there. Let me see if I can focus into it. Singing along. It's a lovely day today. Lovely spring day. And then we go over to my pomegranate tree. And this I grew from seed. So I'm pretty proud of myself. It's doing really well. Let me see if I can show you the root system there. Just such a lovely tree. And I hope it flowers this summer. We shall see. And we've got a baby one here. Baby pomegranate. Doing really well. Alright, let's see what we've got in the greenhouse. We've got some pepper plants down here. World's hottest plants, Bok Jolokia, Trinidad Scorpion, Trinidad 7 pot. Yeah, and it's, they're doing really well, very healthy. This is finger lime, Australian finger lime. And in the winter, it actually had some dieback from the frost, but as you can see, we've got a whole load of new growth there. So I'm really pleased about that. We've got pineapple guava in a pot. This variety is called Coolidge. So yeah, that'll take a while to fruit. We've got some more fig cuttings here that I've taken. This is another Smith here. This is Oro fig. So yeah, we just leave them there and hopefully they'll take off. Down here we have strawberry guava, and there's lots of new growth here on this. And last year I had fruit, and fruit is absolutely delicious. Over here is my avocado. This is Hass avocado. Lots of new growth after getting beaten up over the winter. But yeah, great. Down here we've got some corn, some sweet corn, and I'll put that in the ground in my allotment at some point. And then we've got a grapefruit tree, new growth here, some flower buds, so that's great. More flower buds over there. And down here we have the satsuma, and yeah, loads of new growth. So the old leaves are dropping off, and as you can see, new growth here, lots of flowers. Let's see if I can zoom into these flowers here, and the aroma is absolutely lovely. Okay, over here we have sapodilla, doing well in a pot. Some passion fruit vines, a couple of passion fruit vines, and in the corner here we have clementine tree. And here is my white guava, and I grew this from seed. And that, I mean, I just love the look of the leaves. You know, red, purple, green, absolutely lovely, multicolored. And we've got some pots of little pots of pink guava. Zoom in down there. So they're coming back after a pretty terrible winter. We'll go to the back of the garden. Here is my another pineapple guava, which is doing really well. Last year it had loads of flowers, you know, loads of flowers, but no fruit. So I decided to plant a different variety. This variety is called, I forgot the name now, Triumph. So hopefully that'll help to cross-pollinate. We'll get some fruit. Now over to the plum tree. This is the Mirabelle plum, and I mean, it's just grown amazing. Absolutely huge tree, and there are tons of fruit. Let's see if I can show you here. Lots of fruit here, and these plums just taste like honey. Absolutely delicious, and they're all over the tree. All over the tree. I mean, there's clusters of plums, as you can see. And this here is a plum moth trap, and it has a pheromone in there, and that attracts the, I can't remember if it's the female or the male moths, but anyway, it attracts the moths. And because what happens is the moths lay their eggs in the plums, and their maggots destroy the plums. So if I can avoid that without spraying the tree with chemicals, that's what I'll do. That's that. And I'll see if I can show you the moths in there. There's some moths stuck on the trap, so it's working. And over here is one of my jujube trees, Chinese date. So there's a new growth. It's woken up out of dormancy, and hopefully we'll get some fruit. I've actually planted another jujube tree here to help pollinate. Lots of new growth here. Gorgeous tree. So that's the jujube. This is my olive tree, and I think I planted this a few years ago as a stick, and I mean, this is just huge now, and I've pruned it quite heavily just to show the shape of the tree. Such a gorgeous tree. You know, lots of flowers on here too. Well, just the start of the flowers anyway, as you can see. And then this is the back of the garden here. This is like a raised bed area, And we've got some hot lips over here. Gorgeous. Lovely, lovely plant here. And a purple plant down there. I'm not too sure what the name is. I've got an avocado tree planted behind, as you can see, planted behind the bamboo. So we'll see how that goes. That's called the Ettinger. It's apparently meant to be a hardy avocado. And then over here is one of my khaki trees or persimmon trees. This one here, which is growing really tall, is called the Rojo Brilliant. And then we have one beside it called Chocolatino, and it's an Italian variety. And then over here we have lilac, syringa, and the aroma is just absolutely amazing. And these flowers are really, really pretty. Absolutely, if you guys could smell this, I mean, it's like honey. And behind the persimmon tree, we have, let's get around here, another fig tree. And this is the Spanish Black. Put that in the ground. I think I put it in the ground last year. I mean, it's grown so tall already. And then we have some raspberries. Loads of raspberries here. And down below, we have strawberries. Strawberries everywhere. And I actually planted these strawberries in this pot here, but the runners jumped off. And basically, they're everywhere now. We have some lavender, French lavender. And over here is another pawpaw. Oh, I don't think I've shown you the other pawpaw tree, but this is a pawpaw sunflower variety. And I'll show you the other variety of pawpaw I have. This is Prima. So last year it flowered, no fruit. This year it flowered, but the flowers dropped off. I mean, it's still a very young tree, so we'll see how that does in the future. But yeah, it's doing well. So there you go, guys. That's a brief update of my garden. And hopefully I can show you some fruit on the pineapple guava in the summer. So fingers crossed. Take care, guys. Ciao.